The bridge of the UES Defiant hummed with controlled tension as Captain Daisy Chen studied the tactical display. 27 Khazari warships had emerged from quantum fold space, their crystalline hulls glinting like shards of frozen lightning against the black void. They had come seeking glory, challenging humanity's newest dreadnought to single combat in the honored tradition of their warrior culture. "They're hailing us again." "Captain," Lieutenant Harry Morrison reported from the communication station, his fingers dancing across holographic controls. "The Khazari warlord Jothik demands we accept their challenge. He says their fleet has conquered 47 species across 3 spiral arms." Daisy leaned back in her command chair, her dark eyes reflecting the starlight streaming through the viewport. The Khazari had built their empire on ritual combat, believing that strength alone determined worthiness to exist among the stars. They had heard rumors of Earth's warships, vessels that combined technologies from 100 allied worlds with human ingenuity, and they had come to test the truth of these whispers. "Send my response," Daisy said quietly. "Tell Warlord Jothik that humanity accepts his challenge, but we fight by our rules, not his. If they want to test themselves against us, they'll face everything we have." Harry hesitated for only a moment before transmitting the message. He had served under Captain Chen for 3 years, and had learned to trust her judgment even when it seemed reckless. The Khazari expected a one-on-one duel between champions. Instead, Daisy was offering them total war. The response came swiftly. The Khazari fleet began moving into an attack formation, their weapon systems charging with visible energy patterns that crawled across their hulls like electric serpents. Warlord Jothik's voice boomed through the speakers, translated by the ship's AI. "You insult us with fear, human, but we are generous. We will destroy your single vessel and claim your species as tribute. Your courage to face us will be remembered in our songs even as your world kneels." Daisy stood, straightening her uniform. "Harry, open a fleet-wide channel. All stations, battle stations. Activate the surprise we prepared for our guests." Around the Defiant, space itself seemed to ripple and tear. One by one, 16 more human warships decloaked, their stealth fields collapsing in cascading waves of revealed firepower. The Valiant, the Indomitable, the Relentless, and 13 others materialized from nothing, their weapons already locked onto Khazari targets. But that wasn't all. From the asteroid field behind the human formation, another 100 vessels emerged, smaller but no less deadly. Fighters, frigates, and corvettes from Earth's allied species. The Tal Esh, the Varani, and the Meridian Collective, species that the Khazari had tried to conquer and failed, species that now stood with humanity. Harry watched his display as the Khazari formation faltered. He could almost feel their shock through the void of space. "Captain, they're attempting to retreat. Quantum drives are charging." "Negative," Daisy said firmly. "They came here for a fight. We're going to teach them why humanity doesn't fight fair. We fight to win. Weapons free. Target their engines first. I want them to understand what they challenge before this is over." The battle erupted in a symphony of destruction. The Defiant's railgun spoke first, hurling projectiles at a fraction of light speed that tore through Khazari shields like paper. Plasma torpedoes followed, brilliant streaks of superheated matter that detonated against crystalline hulls, fracturing them into glittering clouds of debris. The Khazari fought with the bravery their culture demanded. Their warriors died screaming battle hymns, refusing to surrender even as their ships broke apart around them. Warlord Jothik's flagship, a massive dreadnought called the Eternal Conquest, held position longest, its weapons carving through 2 human frigates before the combined firepower of the Defiant and her sister ships overwhelmed it. Harry coordinated the tactical data, routing information between ships, watching as the battle unfolded with brutal efficiency. Humanity had learned hard lessons in its short time among the stars. They had learned that mercy could be mistaken for weakness, that honor meant nothing to those who would enslave entire worlds, and that sometimes the only way to ensure peace was to make war so terrible that others would think twice before starting one. 17 minutes after it began, the battle ended. The last Khazari vessel, a heavy cruiser that had tried to ram the Defiant in a final act of desperation, broke apart under sustained fire from human point defense systems. Debris scattered across 1,000 kilometers, the only monument to a warrior culture's fatal miscalculation. Daisy stood at the viewport, looking out at the wreckage. Behind her, Harry approached quietly. 27 ships, he said softly. Thousands of Khazari warriors. All gone. They chose this, Daisy replied, her voice carrying both sorrow and steel. They came here believing that strength alone mattered, that their warrior tradition made them invincible. They didn't understand that humanity's strength isn't just our weapons or our ships. It's that we don't fight alone. We build alliances. We protect those weaker than us. We adapt, we learn, and we never ever give up. She turned to face her bridge crew. Send a message buoy to Khazari space. Tell them what happened here. Tell them that 27 of their finest warriors challenged Earth's warship. Tell them that they fought bravely with honor according to their traditions. Daisy paused, her expression hardening. And tell them that none returned because they forgot the most important lesson in warfare. Never underestimate humanity. We don't seek glory, we seek survival, and we're very, very good at it. Harry nodded, drafting the message. As he worked, he realized that this battle would echo across the galaxy. The Khazari Empire would receive their message, and they would understand. Humanity had arrived among the stars, and they had brought with them something more powerful than any weapon. The absolute refusal to be conquered. The Defiant and her fleet turned for home, leaving behind the silent graveyard as a warning to any who would challenge Earth again. In the void of space, the wreckage drifted, a monument to courage, folly, and the harsh truth that in the darkness between stars, humanity had carved out its place not through honor or tradition, but through determination, unity, and the unwavering will to protect their own. The aliens had challenged Earth's warship. They had fought bravely, but none returned to tell the tale, and that silence spoke louder than any battle cry ever could.